Talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Zone read here. It's Scatterby with it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Giants first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Giants at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This a 2nd and 8. Here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To the air, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatterby. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. For a first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Bronco 80, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw now, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, running at the 3. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Dart going to look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
There's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. 280.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Third down and 6.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hit and dropped behind the line by Shelby Harris. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Lion.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giant side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keandre Lambert Smith, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Chargers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. 18, Cougar 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set. Hey, Ram.
Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down at 4.
Set. 380. Let's go.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Lad McConkey from 19 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw is Dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 70. Check up.
Now Dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
On third down, here's Scatteroo. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Home to try. Crowd right.
Here's Herbert. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Set. 380. Green out. Set.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
380. Ready.
Out of the gun, Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
34-yard line.
Camper.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert now. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
Hey, Kappa.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Again, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because of our quarterback smoking the bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Dart going to give to Scannaboo. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Dart. He'll try to pick it up himself. And it is caught. And he will have the Giants first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
First down, here's Scannaboo. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Take go.
Throwing his Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right,
If he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Go.
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10.
Here's Dart.
44-yard line.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Herbert. That's to Amari Hampton out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 47.
Chargers first down.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A run once more with Hampton. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher, third down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now 2nd and 9.
Set. Let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Oronde Gadsden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To the air, Dart. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring it down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now 3rd down and very long.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer.
To throw now, Dart. He finds his man, complete. It's Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, Dart. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thompson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He's got Slayton on the slant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing his dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Dart going to look to throw here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Dart. Over the middle, complete. It's Fields. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try to throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now throwing again. Here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warrior 7, Dragon 60. Buffalo 8.
Looking to throw, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Viking 18.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
If I'm a defender, I'm actually trying to on the other side of the ball and say, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Set. Lion. Set.
Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now it's second and 10.
Ray, set. 380. 380. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Giants are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace.
they can get involved in the run game as well.
18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Throwing, dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. His throw incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 79 Dragon 60. Take over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Run!
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 38, Giants 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's first down.
Go! Liking 18.
To throw his dart. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chargers are going to take over at their